Welcome back, nail queens. In today's video, I'm going to be doing this slime monster mani tutorial, so stick around if this is something you're interested in watching. Maniology so kindly sent me their limited edition Deja nail stamping bundle. So all of these items that I'm showing here, they're available in a bundle for $24, or you can grab them individually. So the first thing that you're seeing is the Batty Gunmetal Silver Shell Stamping Polish. It's absolutely beautiful and it has a shell-like finish to it, so it's really a must-have item. But if you don't want that, you can get these items individually. So the M392 plate is available individually for $8. And then they also included the limited edition ice cube stamper and scraper set. Isn't that so freaking cute? And the set is available for $10. So I'm going to be using gel polishes today to do the base colors for all of my designs. And then I'm going to be using Maniology's straight up black stamping polish to do the outlines and the nail art and the stamping. And then I'm going to be using that same gel polish that you're seeing here plus a white gel polish to fill in the colors. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. Now I'm moving on to the purple gel polish color, and these gels are from Vettsy. If you've never heard of them, I will link them below. I've used them a few times here on my channel, but these gel polishes are HEMA-free, and this is their new HEMA-free collection. I don't believe all of their gels are HEMA-free at the moment, but they do have an area on their website where you can click on the HEMA-free category and it will show you all of the HEMA-free options. They also have a BOGO sale going on right now, and I will link everything down in the description box below, as well with the discount code so you can save some money on their website. They have some really cool items that I highly recommend anyone pick up. So here are the two colors I'm using. They are cured with 2 coats on them, and here are the colors. It's called Glow Up and Bold, and I'm flipping them over just so you can take a look at the ingredients so you can see it for yourself that these are HEMA-free gel polishes. Moving into the fun stuff, I'm going to use the straight up black stamping polish to fill in the slime monster, and you can see already it's a very hollow design. So I use a good amount of stamping polish here. You're going to see that. But my technique is very deliberate. So on my first scrape, you're going to notice there's a gap there, right? So what you're actually supposed to do is scrape 3 to 4 times in total, so it fills in that entire spot. I know it goes against all the rules of what we've been taught about nail stamping. However, Maniology taught this over on their Facebook or YouTube recently, and I tried it out on other hollow designs and it definitely works. So if you're working in hollow designs, I highly recommend scraping multiple times, but you have to scrape lightly, not super duper hard, just lightly, so it fills in that area. And just like that, you get a completely filled in slime monster design. Now I'm going to be moving on, and I'm going to be using this one. It's like the reverse. It is very hollow, but not so hollow, if that makes any sense, because there's designs going on everywhere, and it's not just like a blank spot like the slime monster. So I scrape lightly, and I'm doing it a couple times as well, and I get a really good pickup. So I highly recommend if you're working with hollow designs where a lot of design has to be basically negative space, that's where I recommend you do the scraping 3 to 4 times. Now with these other designs, like the ones I'm about to pick up down here, you only really need to scrape once. I normally don't scrape more than twice when I'm doing these, and like I said before, I don't scrape hard. I just take my scraper and I gently scrape across the surface of the design, and then I just roll my stamper on top of it, and I get a perfect pickup almost every single time. Now I'm using my scraper card to remove the inside of the center design, and there's several reasons I'm doing this. 1, because I don't want that design to be on the nail, and 2, because the design is actually way too large for the nail I'm going to put it on. So I'm just kind of like winging it and stamping and rolling all over the nail. See, you would have seen that the stamping design was way too large for the nail and it wouldn't have hit all the areas I wanted it to, but I do want this like framed batty outline to be all around the nail, so I just kind of DIY'd it. And then on the center design of that, I actually want this heart design, like this little droopy, dripping slime heart to be on the center of the nail instead of the witch. And I'm going to stamp that in the center of the nail, but my camera actually died, so you don't get to see me actually physically do that. Now for the interesting part is I'm using gel polish to color in the inside of the heart. And I know this is not what I traditionally do, but but I didn't have a green stamping polish that matched the gel that I was using, so that's why I'm doing that. Once the gel polish is cured, I'm stamping again that same exact design in black, removing the excess with my little lint roller here, and I'm going to stamp that directly over the green so that all of those little accents actually get in there. So it's basically kind of like reverse stamping, but I'm putting down the outline, tracing it with the gel polish, and putting down the outline again so that I get all those accents and droops in there. So I'm kind of just picking and choosing designs that are giving me slimy vibes or that I can make green, so that seem very appropriate for this theme. So that's why I picked this flask with a cat coming out of it. And I'm going to repeat the same process I did previously, just so you can really understand what I'm doing. What I do is I stamp an outline, and then I take the matching gel polish and I fill in wherever I want the gel polish to go, and I go cure that in my nail lamp. Then I take the outline again and stamp it directly over that. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this technique. Like, is it interesting? What do you think about this? I think my main concern about this is, what if you stamp the design and it doesn't line up perfectly, like this one didn't? Well, what I'm doing is I'm taking acetone and completely just removing the stamped design, and the gel polish stays there. And then I'm going to line it up and stamp it directly over where I put the gel polish. Does it look perfect? Not exactly, but I'm just going to fill in this little area in white where the cat should have been completely white and cure that in my nail lamp again, and it looks perfect. So I'm just going to finish off the designs. I want to pick up this background here like I did earlier. I'm doing basically the same thing, and I'm filling it on top of this like little eyeball worm thingy. And I would like a raise of hands in the comments below. Who here has read R.L. Stine Goosebumps books? I remember being in elementary and middle school and being in reading class and binge reading those books like crazy. That might be part of my obsession with Halloween and spooky and gory things. It's probably because of those books. So I chose to do this entire mani themed around that idea of the Goosebumps books. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking gel base coat and I'm applying a coat of gel base coat over the entire stamped design. I find that it really helps for when I put on my top coat that the top coat won't separate. And I'm using gel because gel doesn't tend to smear the stamping designs, which is also a huge pro and plus. So now I'm going to go in with a matte top coat. I find that this is one of my favorites to reach for. I'm going to show you the inside of the bottle. It's literally like the clearest matte top coat I have ever seen. It's incredible. So if you haven't already picked up the Soul Dips matte top coat and you like gel nails or gel top coats, I highly recommend picking that one up. It's such a good one, and you'll be able to see the finish in just a minute from now. I love it. But yeah, what is your favorite top coat to wear during the fall and autumn and spooky season? I find that I reach for my matte top coat a lot more during this time of year than any other time of year. So here's what it looks like when it's cured. I find that this is a true matte. A really good matte. I don't notice like really a satin finish, because you know there's different kind of matte top coats. There's some that are satin, give you that velvety look, and then there's the true matte. So I really like that this matte top coat is so good, and that the bottle is really clear, like the fluid, the liquid inside is very clear. I wonder if that has anything to do with the kind of finish that we're achieving. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already subscribed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!